Should the United Nations be put in charge of our nation's immigration policy? You're joking, right? I'm Robin Kinderman, and you're watching JBS Straight Talk. According to Luis Miguel in an article published last week on thenewamerican.com, Representative Ilhan Omar on Wednesday told a South Minneapolis audience that she wants to see an overhaul of U.S. immigration policy that would include bringing in the United Nations to handle the mass migration at the southern border. So what exactly did the freshman congresswoman say? Omar was quoted telling the audience, "We should do what any other country does by dealing with this situation in a serious way. So we have to bring in the United Nations High Commissioner on Refugees, an agency that has the expertise and the training to handle massive flows of refugees humanely." So is this Omar's way of battling the Trump administration's actions that have greatly reduced the number of refugees allowed to enter the U.S. each year? Omar's idea of having our immigration system under international control goes against everything our nation stands for. By placing this in the hands of the UN, America would be put on a fast track for complete erosion of our national sovereignty. Imagine UN soldiers physically coming in and taking over all points of entry to our border. America would be allowing the UN to grant asylum to those they define as refugees. That means anyone who chooses to cross our nation's borders would be given sanctuary in America. So instead of preventing them from entering or deporting them, we would in effect be inviting more to come in, with the knowledge that they would be guaranteed entry and humanely treated to housing, food, healthcare, and education at the taxpayer's expense. This would create a domino effect. It would put an extreme strain on our welfare and entitlement programs. It would also change the landscape of our neighborhoods, society, and government as a whole, since there is no guarantee that the UN would enforce any process or expectation of assimilation into our capitalist, entrepreneurial, and limited government system. It is very possible that our country would become unrecognizable politically, and even collapse economically. This is exactly what the communists and Marxists want, so they can incite revolution to overthrow capitalism and replace it with communism. Representative Omar and the UN do not want to help us. They want to import socialism. This is why groups like Antifa and the Revolutionary Communist Party USA are so adamantly pro-refugee, for open borders, and explicitly want to abolish ICE. They are the same people who raise clenched fists in solidarity with Venezuela's United Socialist Party and Communist Cuba. Is that the kind of America you want to pass on to your children and grandchildren? If you are like most conservative Americans, frustrated and not sure where to start, we're here to help. Check out our video, Overview of America. You can watch it for free on our website or YouTube channel, or purchase it for only $1 at shopjbs.org. It's available in English and Spanish. This video is great for all Americans, whether you have forgotten what you learned in civics class or were never taught. Rediscover and embrace the timeless Americanist values taught in Overview. It is the key to ensuring that we keep our republic. Until next week, take care and God bless.